We are so trained to recognize each other. And once you start living a life that has routines or patterns, you are very trained to recognize what makes up what you consider the fabric of your life. Because obviously, by doing the opposite of what your natural pattern finding expectations are going to do, it's a little subversive.
As we live in an increasingly precarious and fragile world, I think that Jewish joy has a lot to teach us, not just as game designers and game players, but how to live our lives wisely and fruitfully in times of challenge.
Once I was able to kind of like get my constraints going, has to be a story, has to be within the same mechanisms. Once I found my historical actor, that's when, boom, then it became really easy. Find the right story and then it just comes together. And I think like, I remember speaking to Elizabeth about her game, The Fox Experiment, a long time ago. This was years ago on a podcast. And like, she was so taken by that story. I can only imagine you have to ask her like, okay, you have the story, you have the thing, now the game kind of crystallizes. And it's hard making a game, but like, it's easy when you have, it's easier when you have that reference point. You can always go back to it and be like, okay, how can I continue designing the game in a way that honors this original story?